Welcome back to CoachesAid.com here for the FIL World Lacrosse Championships. We've got Russia and France in front of us. Russia coming in at 2-5. France will be 1-5. France's lone win comes to over Uganda. They're led by head coach France James. Russia will be led by head coach Peter Millman. Millman's from Cornell University. This is the first time Russia's ever been in these FIL World Championships. Some players to look out for the Russian team will be the Kowalski brothers. The Kowalskis are a big force on the team. Will is known with a powerful long pole and wrecking force on defense, while Nick brings speed and vision to the midfield. Clock is now set as we'll begin underway in a few minutes. Both teams playing for 31st place in this one. Face-off is set, and we are underway. And France will win the early face-off. Look to move quickly now. Shot and scored right off the bat. And France wastes no time as they score just 15 seconds into this one. Goal for number 19, Frankos Lave. It's 1-0 France. Assisted by number 16, Ruet. We'll see if Russia can answer now after the quick goal from France. Once again picked up by France. France will cross midfield now and look to go on the attack as they dump it down. Sandy now with it for France. Back and down as he cuts down the right corner. And they'll swing it behind the net. And France will reset. They'll swing it around the perimeter now, right wing. Cuts inside, looking for the cutter, and they'll swing it back around. Shot. Saved by Russian goaltender. France will maintain possession now. Look, bounces in front. And picked up by Russia. Russia now will look to clear. As he's pushed down and loses the ball near midfield, but a whistle is blown. As a flag is thrown, he's a little shaken up after the hit. It's going to go on France number 14, 30 seconds. So Russia will now be on the advantage. They got him for pushing. That's Felix de Klerk. And Russia will look to go on the attack for the first time. Penalty now coming to a close for France. And France is back to full strength as Russia works it behind the net. It's going to be a turnover on Russia. And France will look to go the other way. And France will now look to work behind the net. France looking for the cross, finds his man. Now batted up in front of the crease, picked up by the goalie. In goal for Russia is number 1, Alesky Chernyshov. France will reset. France doing a good job of maintaining possession early on. Shot once again saved. Took that one to the hip, and the goalie's a little shaken up. Ball skips. Russia now on the attack. Russia trying to answer down one. They gave up a goal just 15 seconds into this one. This game is for 31st place in these FIL World Championships. Ground ball loose near midfield. And France crosses midfield down the left sideline. Centering pass can't connect. As the ground ball's loose in the far corner. Still fighting for it. As a whistle's blown. So they're going to call holding and give it back to France. Looking to wind up, and we'll back it back out. Looking deep shot, and goes wide left. Shot by number 14, Felix de Klerk. He has the lone goal so far. France will shoot again. Once again wide. That shot by Kevin Bertrand. France still maintaining possession. When right side shot, saved. Good save there by Chermenshov. And France sneaks through three defenders and now works on the sideline. He's got room to work with. As they'll swing it around now, looking deflected. As that pass is going to be too high. But France still able to maintain possession. Weaving through two defenders now, looking for the cross. Cross bounced around. Swim move inside, shot scored as he falls to the ground as the flag is thrown. It's now 2-0 France. That's number 14, Felix de Klerk. That's his second goal. Unassisted. De Klerk has been big early on for France in this first quarter. Russia will send one to the box. That'll be number 29, Travis Kapark. They get it for an illegal body check. Russia's had trouble staying out of the box throughout these tournaments. And France will now try to add to their lead. France coming in at 1-5 with their lone victory over Uganda. Russia will be down a man for 1 minute now. Good movement here by France, but they're going to turn it over. As Russia will look to clear now past midfield. Russia clear shot. And they're going to give him the goal. Short-handed. That's number 8 for Russia, Jordan Friedman, with the short-handed goal. He went coast to coast and took it himself after the turnover from France. and was able to capitalize. Russia now back to full strength. France doing a good job of winning faceoffs early on. And France will look to go on the attack. Good pressure here from Russians defense. Route now working right wing. Backing down his defender as he'll bounce it back outside. Bertrand. Good defensive stand here from Russia. Rhett just couldn't connect there for France. France got out to a 2-0 lead early on the first, but Russia has since answered and cut the lead to 1. Russia will clear now. He's got speed. Shoots it wide left. Whistle blown. It's going to be an illegal procedure on Russia. That'll be scored as a team turnover for Russia. Just over 9 to play in this first quarter. France leads Russia 2-1. Now working past midfield. Centering pass, can't handle. France has been on the attack for most of this one. As they'll slowly reset. Working now on the wing. Looking shot wide. France likes to shoot early and often. As they look to work inside. Shot scored. Beat the goalie. It's now 3-1. That's number 7, Jared Barmeister. That's Barmeister's first goal of the game. Russia's defense has been on their heels to start out this first quarter. Goalie Cherniv shot for Russia's come up big a few times. Just hasn't got enough help on defense. Hit hard and Russia will take over now as he falls to the ground. And France once again looks to go on the attack. France continues just to try and wear down the Russian defense. Good pressure from Russia. As they'll look to work the perimeter, but the ball's going to fly out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover, and Russia will take over. Russia now will look to work on the attack. Moving far side. Working behind the net, can't handle the pass. It's going to be another turnover for Russia. Russia just can't find a way to maintain possession as they turned it over a few times. They just keep giving the ball back to France. Russia's lone goal came short-handed. That's going to be a France turnover. Good stick work there from the Russian midfielders. Russia now on the attack. Arkin-Hipov now. Russia's got to do a better job on the attack. They turned it over way too many times. That's a huge reason why they trail 3-1. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter now. We're here on CoachesAid.com for the FIL World Championships. Looks like the screen bounces outside. Kessler shot, saved. Good save there. Looking for the cutter, finds him, shot. Once again, the Russian goalie comes up huge. And here comes Russia. They've got space to work with now. They'll dump it down. Now working behind the net. Still continue swinging around the perimeter. Flag was thrown. It's going to be on France. We'll check the penalty. It's going to be a technical hold on number 22, Paul Lefferbrief. Russia loses it, kicked around now by France. Working down the far side is Russia, trailing by 2. Shot, scored. Good shot there. Goaltender was caught looking. Goal for number 24 of Russia, Eugene Arkhipov. That's Arkhipov's first goal of this one, as he cuts the lead down to 1 with just under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. This game now is for 31st place in the FIO World Championships. Our 2 players to watch out for Russia, the Kochenskaya brothers, leaders of this team. France now looking to answer, as they'll reset and reload as Leberev takes over. Working behind the net, that was France. Good pressure from Russia. France continues to run their cutters through the crease. The one hop deflected, picked up by Russia. He's got speed, he's got 1 goal already, cutting inside. Look, shot, beautiful move. Wasn't able to score on that one, he had speed ahead of him. As that's Jordan Friedman. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. France leads 3-2. The crossback look shot.
45 seconds.
France trying to keep the pressure now on defense. Flag is thrown
30 seconds.
as the clock continues to tick. Flag will be on France.
20.
It'll be on number 61. That's Jesse Chedalto. 1 minute penalty as Russia will also send one to the box.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Clock continues to tick, 5 seconds.
2, 1, 0.
And that'll do it for the first quarter here between France and Russia. France leads 3-2 after they got off to a 2-0 lead, but Russia has since answered back. We'll take a quick break here on CoachesAid.com.
Is it possible Applebee's new entrees are full of flavor and under 550 calories each?
I'll believe it when I taste it. I believe it.
I can dig it! Okay, a bit of an overreaction, but oh wow. The old great taste under 550 calories flash mob hit. Yeesh. The new zesty Roma chicken and shrimp and roasted garlic sirloin. Big flavor under 550 calories. Starting at just $9.99. See you tomorrow. And late night for half price apps.
Got off to a good.
Welcome back to CoachesAid.com. I'm Luke Snyder here at Dick's Sporting Goods Complex here in Commerce City, Colorado. We've got France and Russia. France leads 3-2. France jumped out early and scored with just 15 seconds into the first quarter. Got up to a 2-0 lead. Russia now has started to fight back. Lacrosse is a relatively new sport in France. Number 9 of France, Kevin Bertrand, is a Colorado native as he is from Steamboat. Second quarter now set to begin. And the second quarter is now underway as France wins the faceoff. France now with putting on the pressure on the Russian defense, drops it down. And the flag is thrown. France and Russia both already have one guy in the penalty box. It's going to be a slash on Russia's number 29. That's Travis Kopak. Penalty is now about to end for France and Russia. Original penalties are now over. Russia still with one in the box. France looking to capitalize, leading by 1. 30 seconds left in the Russian penalty. France will quickly work it around. Trying to set up a cross. Look at shot wide right. He got a good look at it. Just couldn't contain his shot and it goes wide. Russia now back to full strength. As the whistle's blown. And Russia's able to fight through the penalty. Russia now on the clear as they pass midfield. High pass now, cross field. Arkabov now. He's got a goal already now as he works right side. Dumps it down. Shot. Just goes through the crease. But ball still loose. Kicked around now. And ground ball's picked up by France. As they'll attempt to clear. Russia with a good scoring opportunity there, just unable to capitalize. Cross pass now, one hops. Back it down the defense now. Flag is thrown. The France goaltender still down as he looks to be shaken up. It's going to be an offsides penalty on Russia. Clock is now stopped. As they're going to go take a look at Pierre McElwee, the French goaltender. It's 3-2 with 16:44 to go. We're here on CoachesAid.com for the FIL World Championships. USA will play in the championship tomorrow, as this game's for 31st place. We're going to have a goalie change as Mick will walk off the field with some help. New goalie is number 69, Sebastian Reynal. We'll let you know if we learn of the injury to McWee. France now shot. 15 seconds to go on the Russian penalty. They'll try and work it inside. Russia now back to full strength. Behind the net now, they'll swing it around. Sandy backing down the Russian defense. Tight defense now from Russia. Cutting inside, tries to shake through two defenders. As it's a scramble now in front of the goal. Still loose as it pops out. Ground ball picked up by France. France will now reset. France continues to flash attackers through the crease. As Sandy works left side. He's got now opening shot. Scored! Good move from Sandy. That's going to be unassisted. Dominique Sandy. It's now 4-2. France with 14:52 to go in the first half. And now we're going to get an unsportsmanlike conduct on Russia, as France will talk things over, leading by 2. We'll be back for the remainder of this second quarter here on CoachesAid.com. Welcome back to CoachesAid.com here in Commerce City, Colorado. We're at Field 5 of the Dick's Sporting Goods Complex with Russia and France. Russia just got a 2-minute unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And we are all set to begin. France on the attack. They'll look to move quickly. Working now, looking for a cross pass. Shot saved. Russia's goalie stood strong so far in this first half. He took one off the hip early and now one off the chest. Look at another shot. One hops off the ground, gets it to go. And the Russian goaltender's not happy, as France continues to put pressure on their defense. France has won the time of possession so far in this one, as they lead 5-2. Number 92 for France will walk out for the face-off. He'll be face off with number 7 of Russia. And once again, France wins the face-off. Winning the face-off so crucial, as there's now less than a minute to go in the Russian penalty. You got to think the Russian goalie wants a break, as he's been taking heavy fire all game long. Penalty now over as a shot is thrown wide left. Got a good look, just couldn't squeeze it in there. France still on the attack, good catch, as they'll work it around the perimeter. And France is going to turn it over. We'll see what Russia can do. They haven't been on the attack much of this second quarter. Big key, we'll see if they can stay out of the box. Good defense here from France near the near sideline. Kicked around. They're going to call a push on France. And Russia will take over on offense. As they call a timeout, we'll take a quick break here on CoachesAid.com. Welcome back to CoachesAid.com. We've got Russia and France. France jumped out to a 2-0 lead. Russia was able to battle back, but it's now been all France here in the second quarter. Russia on the attack for a first time in quite some time now. Our kickoff now. He's got a goal spin move. Pass too low, can't handle it. France has been the more aggressive team to start as they force that turnover. And France crosses midfield now. They've got space to work with. Look at spin move. Nice move, shot, scored. Great individual effort there by number 14. Excuse me, 16. Actually, they're going to give the goal to number 15, Nicholas Rodrigues. That's Rodrigues' first goal of the game. That goal started off after the Russian turnover. As now we get set for the face-off. Once again, France wins the draw. France has been in control all game as they'll look to add to their lead. Gets a screen as they now go on the attack. 10 minutes to go in the first half. France works quickly now, backing down the defense. France head coach wants them to move quickly after the screens. Looking for the wraparound opportunity, trying to find somebody, and he gets it to go. Does it himself off the wraparound. As it's now 7-2. That's number 9, Kevin Bertrand. Bertrand's got 2 goals on the day. Not seeing a lot of life from this Russian team. Russia coming into this game at 2-5. Face-off once again won by France. Russia's got to find a way to win these face-offs, as France continues the onslaught. And France will reset. De Klerk with it. He's got 2 goals. Sandy now cuts outside. Good pressure from Russia. They'll work it all the way around as the goalie comes out to try and freeze it. And he'll come up with it. Russia, poor pass there from the goalie, and it's loose. Good effort from France. Still loose. Neither team can come up with it. Finally, Russia does as they try and cross midfield. Just too many turnovers from this Russian side, as they can't get anything to go their way in this first half. This is the first time Russia has ever competed in these FIL World Championships. Many of these athletes are Russian-born and raised, and also a handful of them are American-born players with Russian roots. Russia back it down, shot scored. Great goal there, as he just let it rip from the point. Goal goes to number 24, Eugene Arkhipov. This is his second goal. Russia is led by head coach Peter Milliman. He coaches at Cornell University. .6:30 to go in the first half. Russia still unable to win a draw. Just continuing to wear down the Russian defense. Working behind the net. And once again, France is able to answer the call. Number 14, Felix de Klerk, that's his third goal. He now has a hat trick in this first half. De Klerk, the leader of this French team. As this game's being played for 31st place in the FIL World Championships. France's only victory so far in the championships was over Uganda. Ball flies out of the corner. This could be a turnover. And Russia now will look to clear. Russia taking their time, coming in at 2 and 5. As they'll slowly set up the clear. And now here comes Russia with that full head of steam. Look at cross pass, bounces. Now working left side, saved. Just didn't get enough on that shot. As France will now work down. Scoops it outside.
4 minutes.
4 minutes to go in the first half. Backing down the Russian defense. Cuts. Nice move. Looking shot. Scores once again. Number 19. Francis Labby. That's his first goal. That one's going to be unassisted. It's been all France in the first half as they lead by 6. Russia hasn't won a face-off in this second quarter. France is 10 for 10 on face-offs in the first half, and they'll win that one, and they'll go to 11 and 11. 11 for 11. Russia's got to change something. As France continues to go to work. De Klerk will set things up for France. He's got a hat trick. Lebebrieve now backing down. Looks shot wide left. Just over 2 minutes to play. France dominating so far in the first half. Able to maintain possession. Lefebvre. Looks gets a screen, bounces outside. Looking cuts inside. Shot scored, but the flag is thrown. Goal's going to count. And that's once again to Clerk, his 4th goal. Unassisted. It's going to be a slashing penalty on Russia. It's going to go against number 31, Artem Zarubin. Russia will finally put someone else out on the face-off, as they've been unable to win a draw so far in this first half. Whistle's blown. They're going to call it an illegal procedure and give it to Russia, and Russia will win their first face-off. It comes on a technicality. .30 seconds to play in the first half.
30 seconds.
France leads by 7. Russia still a man down, as they'll look to make this the last possession of the first half.
50.
Now seeing some pressure from France as they'll start to get going.
9, 8, 7.
Clock continues to tick. Someone's got to do something.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And Russia's just going to hold on. Wondering why they didn't try and get anything going offensively to end the half. At least try and shoot. There will be 6 seconds left on the penalty when we enter the third quarter. I'd like to thank you for joining us here on CoachesAid.com. We'll be back for the second half here in a bit.
Five oceans. Seven continents. Whatever it takes. Wherever it takes us. America's Navy. A global force for good.
Welcome back to CoachesAid.com. We're set to begin the second half here between France and Russia. We'd like to take this time to thank one of our sponsors, Cage Sports, for all their support here at CoachesAid.com. We really appreciate all that they do for us. We look forward to working with them in the future. Once again, thank you to Cage Sports. We're here in the FIL World Championships for lacrosse. France and Russia. In the first half, it was all France as they lead 10-3. Russia will now change goaltenders. Russia will bring in number 9, Ray Zimlin. He will replace number 0, Aleksei Shermanov. Chernyshov took some heat in the first half. One story is Russia was unable to win a faceoff in the first half. That's a huge reason France was able to get on the attack and continue to keep the pressure up on Russia. Russia will have 6 seconds left on their penalty. As we are just about to begin the second half. Russia will start on the attack. And the second half is underway. Russia now back to full strength. We'll see what Russia does with their first possession of the second half. Arkhipov will reset for Russia. He has 2 goals on the game. He's their leading scorer. As he'll work outside. Good defensive stick check there by France. France has just been too much for Russia. France now backing down the Russian defense. Good pressure now from Russia. Still loose, picked up by Russia as they'll cross midfield. Good defense there from Arkhipov. Shot there, and they're going to give him the goal for Russia. So Russia strikes first in the second half. Cuts the deficit down to 6. Assisted by number 24, Eugene Arkhipov. Now with the draw, and once again France comes up with it. Russia unable to win a faceoff so far in this game, and that's been the story early on. And France will start over for their first attack in the second half. Working behind the net, looking for a cross as they'll swing it back around. Sandy drives right. Route now look at the cut 3 defender centers. And picked up by Russia. Once again, new goalie in for Russia. As Russia crosses midfield now. Russia looking to continue the comeback now. Right side. Shot wide. As both teams will look to sub. Russia now working heavy pressure here from France. Russia will take their time as they reset and reload. We're here on CoachesAid.com, home of the FIL World Championships. Gets a pick, works outside. somehow able to maintain it, but he finally loses it. And here comes France. Good pressure from Russia, knocks the stick loose. As Russia will take over. Russia's come out strong in the second half. Working that backs down, shot wide, Bright.
Good shot, Zach. Good shot. Jordan! Go!
We've had a record 38 nations compete in these FIL championships this year, with 9 of those teams competing for the first time, Russia being one of them. Russia continues to go to work now. And France takes over across the midfield. France now on the near side. 15 minutes to go in the third quarter now. Winner of this game gets 31st place. Working right side centering pass. Good pressure from Russia. Look to work, shot wide. Laser saw it, just couldn't handle it. Trying to shake 2 defenders, loses it. And they'll reset. Felix de Klerk. He's been the leading scorer so far for France. The French coach preaches possession. That's just what the French team has done so far. Still working out behind the net. France just taking their time now, so they'll swing it around. Left wing now, shot, turnaround. That was number 7 on the shot for France. Barmeister, he's got 1 goal, and he was a little shaken up after that shot. Fighting for it now behind the net. And Russia finally able to take a stand and look to clear. Crossing midfield now. Koan dumps it down as they're able to clear. Russia scored early on in the third quarter. As Arkhipov will set up for Russia. He leads with 2 goals. Look, it cuts inside. Shot. Good save there from the French goaltender. High passes across midfield. Slow game so far, as France likes to settle in their offense. Looking, thinks about shooting, finally lets it go. Deflected and picked up by Russia. Russia throws it away as it crosses midfield. Still loose near now midfield. That'll be a turnover for Russia. Russia trailing by 6. They've been on the defensive end throughout this game. Good pressure from Russia. Shakes 2 defenders now, as it's loose in the far corner. Ground ball picked up by Russia. Arkhipov now. He's got speed ahead of him, dumps it down. They had numbers, but now they'll reset. Good move there, shakes the defender, works, shot low. Number 24, Eugene Arkhipov, has been the lone light so far for Russia. As they'll set things up back up top. Good pressure now from France. As they'll look to work along the perimeter now. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter, pass too high. Saved by Russia. Back and now works inside. France defense continues to stand strong. Arkhipov set things up. Takes some hard stick checks, now shot wide. Russia with a good hustle, and they'll maintain possession. Russia comes in at 2-5, looking for their third victory. They'll have a ways to go as they trail by 6. Russia just unable to crack France's defense. Cuts inside shot. Once again blocked as it pops up in the air. As it's kicked around near midfield. Still batted around, hard hit by France. And finally picked up by Russia. Whistle blown. It's going to be a timeout for Russia. And we'll take a quick break as France leads 10-4 here in the third quarter here on CoachesAid.com. Welcome back to CoachesAid.com. I'm Luke Snyder here in Commerce City, the Dick's Sporting Goods Complex, Field 5. We've got Russia and France. It's been all France through 2.5 quarters as they lead 10-4. Russia now will look to answer. Arkhipov with that last shot.
The guy was like, hey, we need you to get out of the way of this car. I'm like, why? No.
As they'll slowly swing it around the perimeter.
You get to see this going to move out of the way. Please, I got a job to do.
Working now is Hamann. Hamann backing down.
Yeah.
Now looking for his cutter and can't find him. Deflected in front of the goal. As both teams fight for the ground ball picked up by Russia. Alec Tiley won that ground ball. Deep shot, easily saved by France. The French goalies had a couple of big saves so far in this one. Only giving up 4 goals. Lacrosse, new sport to France, as this season they've averaged 5.4 goals. Already nearly doubled that here in this one. France now on the attack, far side. They'll look to maintain possession, as they've done so throughout this game. Continuing to wear out the Russian defense. Shot wide, as that one flies out of play.
Wait, there's no 14.
Both teams now playing for 31st place. Russia coming in this one at 2-5. France at 1-5. Looking in front, loses it. Good hustle by the goalie, and Russia will look to clear. French coach is tired of seeing his team lollygag. As Russia will take over. Just over 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Working now is Russia. Shot off the post as that one flies back. And France now has room to work with. And they'll bring it back out and reset. France taking their time now. France doesn't need to be in a hurry as they lead by 6. Good movement now from France. As they'll pass it all the way around. As they look to work inside, crossing pass behind his back, can't finish. Good finesse move there, but unable to complete the play. Good passing inside, crossing. As France will still maintain possession. Not a lot of pressure on this possession from the Russian defense. Gets the screen, cuts right. Working inside. Ball popped up. Neither team able to come up with it. And Russia will look to finally clear. Plenty of time left for Russia, as there's just over 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. We've seen bigger comebacks, as yesterday China trailed 9-2 and came away with the win 15-14. Russia will slowly set up their offense. Really taking their time now is Friedman. Friedman just continues to hold the ball. Looking for help. Looking, finally gets a screen, doesn't cut outside. Fakes the pass, he'll work behind the net. And that one's going to be a turnover for Russia. And France will look to clear. Andrew now. Andrew with a minute 30 will go to work. They'll swing around behind the net. And Russia will look to clear. Goalie now faces the pressure. He'll dump it out. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Hops it off the ground. Russia's still trying to clear. They'll cross midfield. Leading scorer now Eugene Arkhipov with it for Russia. Arkhipov spin move now outside. Looking for help in front of the net. As it's picked up, good stand there from France. Hot pass across midfield. Can't catch it, taken up by Russia. Clock continues to run. 10 seconds to go in the first half. Russia's got to go in a hurry. Flag is thrown. Shot wide left. We're going to get a whistle, as that'll do it for the third quarter, as we'll figure out what the flag's about. France leads 10-4 going into the fourth. Penalty will go against. We're still checking it. It's going to be a France penalty. Number 22 of France, as he'll go to the penalty box for 30 seconds for the technical. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on coachesaid.com for the Welcome back to CoachesAid.com. I'm Luke Snyder here in Commerce City, Colorado for the FIL World Lacrosse Championships at the Dick's Sporting Goods Complex. We pick it up in the fourth quarter now. We've got Russia and France. France leads 10-4. Russia shot scored. Right out of the fourth quarter, they get the early goal after the penalty. That's going to be number 24, Eugene Arkhipov. That's his third goal. Good start to the fourth quarter now from Russia. We'll see if they can sustain some kind of comeback, as they've cut the lead to 5. Russia struggled in the faceoffs throughout this game. We'll see if they can win this one, maintain possession, and continue their comeback. Face-off won by France. Scooped across near midfield. Still loose as it pops free. Neither team able to come up with possession. It's now finally picked up by France, but he loses his stick, and the ball goes out of bounds. Finally some intensity from the Russian side. As Russia will take over. Cutting inside now. He's got full steam ahead. Look at shot wide right. Good pressure now from Russia on offense. Russia trying to pick up the intensity down, looking to drop it down. Crossing pass. Russia, good move as he backs him down. Look at shot off the ground, hops wide. Arkhipiv's got the hat trick for Russia. As he's been their best player throughout the game. Look at shot. Still loose now in front of the crease. They'll back around behind the goal. France now will look to clear after holding off Russia. Russia's come out fighting in the fourth quarter. Trailing by 5 now, France will take over. Clear is good for France, and they'll dump it behind the net. Good movement now from France. Now behind the net. Continuing the work now is Bertrand. Bertrand has 2 goals. Still swinging around the perimeter. Good move, cutting inside, shot. Here comes France again with a shot. France with a long possession here, wearing down the Russian defense, cutting outside. As they'll work it around. Continuing the perimeter now, looking for a cutter inside, and can't find him. He'll dump it back behind the net. Look at shot. They're going to get the goal. Number 9 of France, Kevin Bertrand. That's his 3rd goal. Unassisted, great job there to extend the lead to 11-5. With 15:20 to play, Russia's got some work to do. It was a long possession there from France. They worked it around a couple times. Finally got a good look at the goal. France wins the faceoff. Russia still hasn't won a draw all game long. Knocked away, starting to get a little chippy near midfield. France now on the sideline. Tries to shake a defender, but loses it. Hard hit now in front of us. As France will take over after the hit. France now on the attack. De Klerk, he's got 3 goals. Looking for help. We're going to get a timeout from France as a flag was thrown. With 14:10 to go in the fourth quarter. We're going to have 2 simultaneous fouls on both teams. It's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct.
We have to sync up on this one.
2-minute penalties. As France will swing it around. France backing down to the point man. France looking for their second win of the championships. Looking centering pass, can't connect. As it'll near midfield. Whistle blown. They're going to call a push on France. We'll see what Russia can do now on the attack, trailing by 6. Both teams still with guys in the penalty box for unsportsmanlike conduct. They were 2-minute penalties. Russia's got to pick up their intensity on offense. Both penalties about to come to a conclusion. As Russia will reset and reload. Looking to back down on France. Working spin move, good pressure from France. Trying to shake 2 defenders, gets one to fall. Looking shot wide. Penalties are over. Russia now looking to start a comeback. Working spin move, loses it. Able to regain it. That's Arkhipov. Arkhipov has 3 goals for Russia. He's been their lone light. Shoots and scores. It's his 4th goal. And he's leading the team now. Goal's going to be unassisted. And with 11:25 to go in the 4th quarter, Russia cuts the lead to 5. This is the first time Russia's competed in the FIL World Championships. Then with 8 other countries competing for the first time. Russia's still looking for their first face-off win of the game. Ball is set. Russia needs this one. And they're going to give it over to Russia for the violation. Backing down is Russia. Looking shot. They're going to give him the goal. That's Russia number 8, Jordan Friedman. That's a hat trick for Friedman. And now we'll see if Russia can continue to come back, trailing by 4 with 10 minutes to go.
10 minutes!
France wins the draw, no problem as they'll cross midfield. A little bit of chippiness now in front of us. France midfielder lost his stick as they're going to give it to Russia. France doesn't like the call as they're going to correct it now and give it to France. And France is going to want to call a timeout. Leading 8-7, 9:30 to go in this fourth quarter. We'll take a quick break here on CoachesAid.com. Welcome back to CoachesAid.com. It's 11-7 with 9:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Wind starting to pick up here at Dick's Sporting Goods Complex. France now with some speed. Working left side, shoots and scores. Right out of the timeout, they're able to answer. Game's starting to get physical now, but France with the goal. Number 9 of France gets the goal. Kevin Bertrand, that's his third goal. Just when you think Russia's starting to surmount a comeback, France is able to answer. This game for 31st place. Face-off now set. Russia hasn't won a face-off cleanly all game long. And one no problem by France. Pops out in France across midfield. Flag is thrown. It's going to be on Russia. Starting to see a little frustration here from Russia. It's going to be a cross-checking penalty, 1 minute. We have 5 minutes of penalties so far. Both teams like to spend time in the penalty box. Ref still sorting things out now on the field. It's not going to be an ejection, it's going to be a banishment. As they'll have to have someone serve the penalty for him. As France scores again after the penalty, they're able to capitalize. That's number 14 on the goal for France. That's the Clerk. The Clerk is the leading scorer so far today for France. Penalty still continues for Russia. You'd like to see Russia finally win a draw. As they finally do, and here comes Russia on the attack. Russia loses it, ball pops up, and picked up by France. France crosses midfield. Russia now back to full strength. .6:55 to go in the fourth quarter. Backing down the Russian defense. The lacrossing pass. Can't connect and maintained by France. France has maintained possession for most of this game. You'd like to see some more pressure from the Russian defense. Just continue to work it around now. Good movement by France, waiting for a shot, finally see one. And it's now picked up by France and they'll regain possession and reset. Still working in front of the net. Russia switched goalies at halftime. Russia now trying to clear. And Russia will take their time moving inside. Good pressure from France. Works outside. Shot wide. And scooped up by the French goaltender. France has some speed now, crossing, looking for the attack. Behind the net, that was France. France looking for their second victory of the championships. They were able to beat Uganda a couple of days ago. As they'll work it around. Working it all the way around is France. Working around behind the net, looking for the cross. He'll back down the defender. He falls down. Shot. Number 7 of France wanted the crossing pass but didn't get it. .350 to go in the fourth quarter. France in control, 13-7. Russia now trying to clear. They'll bring it past midfield. Whistle blown. They're going to say he was out of bounds. Nothing going Russia's way so far in this fourth quarter. France now with it. This is Russia's first time in these FIL championships.
3 minutes.
We're now in stop time as we're under 3 minutes.
Yeah, he did. Or he just.
They'll continue to work the perimeter. Cuts inside. Tries to shake two defenders. Shoots. And it'll bounce wide. Clock continues to run now. 2:27. Crossing pass. Shot scored. Great pass there to set that one up. That's number 7 on the goal, Jared Barmeister. The big fellow has been waiting inside all game long. Finally gets a shot. Reached up high. Used his height and was able to capitalize. It's now 14-7. Both teams get set for the face-off. Now if the score holds up, France will move to 2-5 and they'll claim 31st place in the FIL championships. Big story, France able to win the face-offs no problem throughout the game, with Russia only having one clean face-off win. And France scores again, and the rout continues, 15-7, with just over 2 minutes to play. Number 22 on the goal for France, Paul Lefebvre. Following the loss, Russia will drop to 2-5. Russia did beat Spain and Argentina earlier in the tournament. Russia will win the faceoff on a technicality. Arkhipov, the leading scorer for Russia, will take over. Works cuts outside. Good defensive pressure from France as the ball is knocked free. There's a whistle blown. And then they call a push. Russia now working inside. Trying to back down the French defense. Just unable to find a crease. Working crossing pass. Working gets a screen. Backing down now, thinks about shooting and pulls back up. Russia deep shot now. Saved by the French goalie. Pierre McWee has been solid in goal all day long for France. As we have 45 seconds to go. And France will look to go on the attack. All they have to do is hold on with 30 seconds to play. One of the better games we've seen from the French side for this tournament, as they'll claim 31st place. 10 seconds left now.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Working down in the corner.
1, 0.
And that'll do it as the French come up on top as they storm the field. They'll get the victory 15-7 and advance to 2-5, and now we'll finish the tournament in 31st place. Good way to end this tournament. If you're France, hard-fought game by Russia. They played well in other games so far, but France will come up on top. We want to thank you for joining us here on CoachesAid.com. I'd like to thank our producer Ryan, camera lady Megan. Thank you for joining us here on CoachesAid.com.